Have you ever felt like every tasty sip you take might be doing more harm than good? If you're living with diabetes, or even just trying to keep your blood sugar in check, you've probably heard it 1,000 times: stay away from sweets. But what if that advice wasn't entirely right? Believe it or not, something surprising is turning the usual advice on its head. 2 naturally sweet teas, yes, teas with actual sweetness, are now showing some pretty amazing results when it comes to managing blood sugar. And no, they're not dangerous, they're not artificial, and they're definitely not what you've been warned about. Recent studies right here in the US are revealing that, in the right amounts, the natural sweetness in these teas might actually support healthy blood sugar levels, and even improve insulin sensitivity. Even doctors who once warned against sweet drinks are starting to recommend these teas to their patients. Why? Because they're affordable, easy to find, taste great, and slide right into your daily routine without much effort. Now, before I tell you exactly which teas I'm talking about, go ahead and tap that like button. It helps other people in this community, especially those struggling with blood sugar, find this video. No one has to walk this path alone. Alright, picture this with me. It's a quiet afternoon. You're sitting in your kitchen, maybe the light's coming in just right. Have you ever had a warm cup of peppermint tea in a moment like that? Just the smell can bring back memories of cozy afternoons and gentle conversations. But peppermint tea is more than just comforting. It might be one of the best kept secrets for folks with diabetes, especially if you're over 60. If you've been dealing with aches that seem to show up more often these days, peppermint tea could be worth a try. One of my favorite things about it: how fast it works on an upset stomach. It's a natural remedy for bloating, gas, and slow digestion, all things that tend to pop up more often as we age, especially after bigger meals. No pills, no complicated instructions. Just a warm, calming cup that gets things moving and helps your stomach relax. And here's something else that's interesting: if your joints feel a little stiff in the afternoons, or if you've noticed pressure in your lower back after doing chores or taking a walk, many older adults say that peppermint tea helps ease that tightness. It's not a cure for arthritis, of course, but it does seem to take the edge off and make daily movement a little more comfortable. Now, let's talk about sweetness. Peppermint tea has a kind of natural, minty sweetness. It's not sugary, and it won't spike your blood sugar. That's huge. You can drink it anytime, even before bed. It won't keep you up, because it doesn't have caffeine. Quick question: do you ever wake up with pressure around your temples? Maybe a dull headache? A warm cup of peppermint tea in the morning might help with that too. It gently soothes the muscles around your head and neck, and offers a little lift, without needing to reach for the medicine cabinet. Here's a simple way to make it: boil some water, drop in a peppermint tea bag or a handful of fresh mint leaves, and let it steep for 10 minutes or more. Then, sit by a window and enjoy it. No TV, no phone. Just you and your cup. Let the steam hit your face. You'd be surprised how healing that little ritual can be. Peppermint tea may even help you feel more mentally sharp. You know those mornings when you wake up foggy, like your brain's still snoozing? This tea doesn't give you a jolt like coffee. It's more like wiping the fog off your glasses. You feel clearer, but not jumpy. And the best part? You don't have to go hunting for it in some fancy store. Most grocery stores carry it, and a lot of brands even offer organic options that taste super fresh. Next time you're out, just take a peek down the tea aisle. Have you ever felt that burning tightness in your chest late at night, right after dinner? You try to lay down, but your stomach has other plans. Next time that happens, try this: sit up in bed, take a gentle sip of warm peppermint tea, and let your body unwind. It's like a bedtime story, but for your belly. And here's something else: if you've been trying to manage your weight, peppermint tea can quietly support that goal. It helps digestion, contains 0 calories, no sugar, and leaves you feeling lighter and more at ease all day long. But the real magic? It's not just the tea itself, it's the habit. Even if you only drink 1 cup a day, that small pause, that moment of calm, becomes part of your healing. A routine of peace is sometimes just as powerful as any supplement or medication. Some people even use peppermint tea for foot soaks. Try this: while watching the evening news, soak your feet in a basin filled with cooled peppermint tea. It feels wonderful after a long day on your feet, and it's great for circulation too. Now, peppermint pairs really well with honey, but if you're managing your blood sugar, go easy. Just a tiny drop, or none at all, can still give you a lovely flavor. Honestly, the mint does most of the work. After a while, you might not even miss the extra sweetness. Many older adults I've spoken to say that once they made peppermint tea part of their daily routine, their digestion improved, their sugar cravings lessened, and they simply felt more at peace. It becomes as natural as brushing your teeth, something you look forward to every day. So, if you've been feeling off lately or you're just looking for a gentle way to feel better, peppermint tea might be exactly what you need. It's not a miracle, it's better. It's dependable, gentle, and kind. The way healing should be. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried peppermint tea? Let me know in the comments. Just type the word peppermint so I know we're on this journey together. And yes, I do read every single one. Alright, ready for our next tea? This one's a bit of a hidden gem. Let me introduce you to fennel tea. It might not be the most famous option on the shelf, but it's one of the most comforting, especially for those of us over 60 who often deal with bloating, gas, or sluggish digestion after meals. Just 1 cup can make a noticeable difference in how your stomach feels. We've all had those evenings where your belly feels tight, heavy, and uncomfortable. Fennel tea helps ease that. It's been used for thousands of years as a gentle digestive helper. In fact, chances are, your grandmother probably trusted this tea too. Simple. Soothing. Nothing fancy. And sometimes, that's exactly what we need. Many seniors have told me fennel tea helps with that bubbling sensation in the stomach, the kind that shows up after overeating or when something just doesn't sit right. It's like a gentle friend reminding your body to relax and let go. It can even help with those occasional sharp stomach pains that sneak up after dinner or when you're feeling tense. Nothing serious, just those uncomfortable twinges that make it hard to settle in for the night. Fennel tea smooths them out and helps you breathe easier. The flavor? Think soft and naturally sweet, similar to licorice, but milder. And here's the great news for anyone with diabetes: there's no need to add sugar. It's satisfying on its own, which is rare and wonderful. If you struggle with constipation, something that becomes more common as we age, fennel tea can gently nudge your system without being harsh. It doesn't hit you suddenly like a laxative. It just encourages regularity in a calm, natural way. Try having a cup in the evening, and see how you feel the next morning. And if you live with sensitive digestion or even IBS, fennel tea might be just the companion you need. It doesn't irritate the gut. In fact, many people say it's one of the only things that actually calms it down when nothing else seems to help. Have you ever felt tightness in your chest after a big meal? Sometimes it's not your heart, it's trapped gas or pressure from your stomach. A warm cup of fennel tea can settle things down and make it easier to take a deep breath again. Women going through hormonal changes have also found relief with fennel tea. It helps ease mild cramping and even hot flashes. That gentle warmth can be incredibly comforting when your body feels off balance. And let's not forget about sleep. Fennel tea might not knock you out like a sleeping pill, but it does help calm your system, especially when your stomach's a little uneasy. It makes slipping into sleep feel safer and softer. Try it. After dinner, bring some water to a gentle boil, toss in a fennel tea bag or some fennel seeds, and let it steep quietly while you wind down. Just the smell, like a breeze with a hint of honey, is enough to make your shoulders drop. And here's a fun little bonus: fennel tea helps freshen your breath. Yes, really. If you've just eaten something strong, garlic, onions, or spicy foods, fennel works like a natural breath mint. You can even brew it strong, let it cool, and use it as a mouth rinse. It's gentle on sensitive gums and completely natural. Fennel tea also helps with water retention. If your hands, feet, or ankles tend to swell by the end of the day, drinking fennel tea regularly may help your body gently release that extra fluid over time. And if you often feel sluggish after lunch, especially on warm days, fennel tea gives you a little lift without the crash of caffeine. Just enough energy to carry on with your day. Here's a simple recipe to try. Boil 2 cups of water, add a teaspoon of fennel seeds, simmer for 10 minutes, strain, and sip. Want a cooling version? Add a sprig of mint or a slice of cucumber and pop it in the fridge. It's refreshing, calming, and perfect for digestion. If you ever feel nauseous after taking medications, fennel tea might be a helpful remedy. A lot of older adults deal with that queasy feeling, and fennel can settle your stomach. No need to add more medicine to the mix. Have you ever noticed how fennel tea makes you feel a little more steady? Some people say it even helps with blood sugar, especially when paired with healthy meals. Now, it's not a medicine, but if you drink it regularly, your levels may stay more stable throughout the day. And here's something interesting. Fennel tea's light natural sweetness can help you feel more satisfied between meals. That means fewer cravings, better snack choices, and over time, better balance for both weight and blood sugar. The best part? It's affordable. You don't need any fancy health products. Fennel tea bags are inexpensive, and even a small packet of seeds goes a long way. You can find them at stores like Walmart, Target, or your local market. As we age, our systems get more sensitive, and that's okay. It just means we need remedies that are gentle and dependable. Fennel tea fits that perfectly. It's caffeine-free, comforting, and doesn't cause strange side effects. Here's a small tip. Try drinking fennel tea right after brushing your teeth in the morning. If you wake up with dry mouth or morning breath, it can freshen your breath and give your stomach a gentle start to the day. And if you enjoy gardening, here's something special. Fennel is easy to grow in a pot. Just plant some seeds on your porch. When it matures, you can harvest your own tea seeds. There's something meaningful about using something you grew yourself. It adds a little joy to the ritual. People I've spoken with also say fennel tea soothes a tickly throat, especially after long conversations or breathing dry air. Add a drop of lemon for a brighter flavor and a little boost. Some caregivers even serve fennel tea to their older parents each night after dinner. It becomes a way to express care, and a calming part of their evening routine. If you're looking for a tea that's sweet, gentle, and healing, fennel might just become your new favorite. It's not flashy, but it always shows up when you need it. Maybe it's time we started noticing it more. This week, try it for 3 days, after lunch or dinner. See how your body feels. Are you less bloated? Lighter? Calmer? That's how you'll know it's working. Have you tried fennel tea before? If yes, or if you're going to start, type the word fennel in the comments. I'd love to know you're on this journey with me. And if you found this helpful, share it with a friend or loved one who could use a little gentle support. Here's a lovely idea. Slice a few thin apple slices and drop them into your hot fennel tea. Let them sit for a few minutes. It turns your tea into a light, fruity dessert, sweet without any added sugar. Perfect for sharing after dinner, or for relaxing on a warm evening. And did you know fennel tea also works as a compress? If you experience mild menstrual cramps or belly tension, soak a clean cloth in warm fennel tea and place it on your abdomen. Close your eyes. Breathe. That warmth and aroma, it's a quiet moment of self-care that speaks louder than words. Now, before we wrap up this video, I have one more idea for you. Try combining fennel tea with chamomile at bedtime. 1 tea bag of each. Fennel soothes your digestion. Chamomile relaxes your whole system. Together, they create a calming ritual, one that holds centuries of wisdom in a single cup. No sugar. No pills. Just peace. Now, if today's video surprised you, just wait until the next one. You might already have foods in your kitchen that are quietly spiking your blood sugar, yes, even some that are marketed as healthy. In the next video, I'll walk you through what to eat, how to pair your meals, and the one breakfast mistake most people over 60 make, even with low-sugar foods. Doctors rarely explain this clearly, but once you see it, everything makes sense. So don't save it for later. Don't scroll away. Click on that next video right here, and let's take the next step together. A few minutes could save you months of confusion. See you there.